So with Triple J, I want to keep talking about this because I'm interested. Because you've been at Triple J how many
10
years?
years.
Bloody
10
hell.
years. And I remember I've been interviewed on Triple J since 1996, since I joined the band, which is ages, isn't it? It's like
Dude.
so 18 years.
Have you guys moved studios since
When
then?
you were born?
No, I was born 95.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
No, we were in the same studios. Yeah, I think
Yep.
it was a bit before that, like in the 80s, they moved from King's Cross to
Ultimo.
yeah.
Wow. So you've been there 10 years on air, and obviously, you've copped your brunt of criticism. You've copped your.
I cop. My
You
friend.
still cop, yes.
Absolutely, it's beautiful.
I was thinking back to that. I think it was around this time a couple of years ago when there was just that real sort of random.
I was just after Splendor in the Grass. I think. So, yeah.
Just that real sort of random, and I hate to bring it up.
No, it's fine. I have the thicker skin. I think than any. I got offended once last year. Or upset by criticism once last year.
And was that for any particular reason? Was there
It was
anything?
just weird. No, it was actually from people at Triple J, friends of mine.
Wow.
Like, ooh, I got offended by this. That's weird. All right, it's okay. I'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even anything. It was just, I think I was just having a moment. But no, I remember that. What happened was, that was, you ride high, and so you have these excellent shows, and we were coming up to Splendid in the Grass, had some rad big name interviews. Can't remember who any of them were, but it was great. Got to Splendor in the Grass, got up on stage with Kingswood, played a song, got up on stage with Friends, that band, and played 2 songs with them, I think, on guitar, because they just sacked their guitarist before they came to Australia. And it was good. It was really fun. And
Lindsay McDougall, the People's guitarist.
Oh, no, I'm just a prostitute when it comes to stages. I will always get up on I've been up on so many stages with so many bands. It's disgraceful.
Yeah.
And I just love it. And back when I was doing the breakfast show with Robbie and Marique, it would be a thing. They would like, oh, who you get up on stage to this weekend with? And then I'd come back and go, well, the Gin Club, and oh yeah, I got up with whatever.
Yeah.
But and so yeah, I just did it a bit at that Splendor in the Grass, and for some reason it was after that, and it was at this. Also, I think Wolfmother played that Splendor in the Grass, and that was the time when Stockers had got upset with us.
Yes.
With Triple J, because Triple J had tweeted something about the number of men versus women in the crowd, which was, I think, actually a little bit of a weird tweet to like. If you want to criticize Wolfmother, do it better than criticize the crowd.
Criticize the music.
Like, criticize. Well, yeah. Or just,
I am no fan of Wolfmother.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think like it's so hard at the time. I don't even think it was supposed to be a criticism of Wolfmother. It was more just an observation.
Yeah.
They could have percentage of wizards in the audience next time.
Be a bit more on brand for Triple J.
Yeah, or on brand for Wolfmother. Being that there's 2 wizards in the band, one of them being an elf wizard who lives on a diet of nothing but what was it? So it was just a great little quote on some website. The little guy, he's not a boy. He's not a boy, he's probably older than me. In Wolfmother, he's got the big curly hair, and he was wearing this wizard hat. They call him the elf wizard. He just lives on a diet of fairy meat. I think it was on Mess and Noise back when I used to read that website. It was very good. Anyway, so Stockers got upset, and so that was separate. But then, there was those Facebook pages, like Get the Doctor of Triple J, which there were heaps before then anyway, from the very start of Facebook pages, I'm sure.
You're going to expect that with the audience you've got. You're a national broadcaster.
Yeah.
Most people who know music know you.
And I'm an arrogant dickhead that often doesn't like to be sort of bumbling along saying the songs. Like I say stuff, and I say stupid stuff, and I say opinionated stuff, and I like being really, really silly, which some people don't get. And there's a lot of, because we have like 2 million listeners a week or whatever. Yeah. So there's like so many people are going to be quite straight down the line people that don't dig hilarity, like absurd hilarity, the stuff that I really love.
Dude, Project U cops that sort of stuff, like
because you guys are freaking crazy.
I know we wrote the most ridiculous shit ever. Like I'm just thinking, like even a month ago, we wrote that thing where we went on that live Pornhub searches website and found new names for metal bands and turned that into an article. I mean. Yeah. So yeah, we are exactly the same in that sort of alternative sense of humor.
And it's an excellent way to deal with not getting any access to Soundwave bands. So when you do stuff that's a little bit weird, you have to expect people to be like and that's the point. You get so many listeners, so many different sorts of listeners. I'm not sort of blowing my own trumpet about listeners. So many different sorts of listeners. Your job is to just if you want to please everyone, you're going to be boring. Mm-hmm. So you just got to be yourself, which is excellent and easy, and just expect that some people will be pissed off. As long as the music's great and there's enough music for everyone, then it's fine, and they can just deal with the talk breaks in their own way. And so, but some people, we're just getting really upset. And it's just so silly. Like these people, I would go on their Facebook pages and I would have a little look, and there's so much just dumb, blokey, stuff and vague racism and sort of this sort of dormant homophobia on their pages and stuff. And I was
Yep.
like, you guys don't like having fun, so I'm not going to care about you guys at all.
Exactly.
But
If
obviously,
it's-
it came to a point. It came to quite a big point, and so
yeah, it really did.
and so then we just decided to do the best thing ever and say that I was being sacked and Andrew Stockdale was taking over my show, and it was a great it's a great day of radio of just like, well, it's the whole thing is Triple J doesn't care about these Facebook pages,
Yeah.
but so we can address them in any way we want.
Mm.
So let's just have some fun and just do this.
That's good, man.
And it was,
That's really good. So yeah, when there is, I mean, I know that these sorts of things are basically storm in a teacup. Like you see this massive barrage against you, but realistically, it's about 2% of the listening audience being mildly riled up by occasional talk breaks. I mean,
I think that's and you know, you would know the people who choose to write letters to newspapers or you know, tweet or text about their complaints and stuff are such a certain type of person.
Exactly.
And a lot of them are beautiful, and I love you dearly, and thank you very much. But there is, you know, so you know, the most people get on with their lives,
Yep.
and enjoy what they're listening to. Which is why they listen to it, and don't decide to make giant complaints.
Yeah.
When someone, you know, makes a humorous pun about a band name or whatever.
Of course. So many people out there suck at taking criticism and suck at taking.
Yeah.
How do you propose people deal? How do you deal with it personally? I mean, what's have you got a certain strategy for it, or does it just come naturally?
No, the thing is, I kind of started radio like as you know, pretty much at the dawn of the text line. Really, I imagine 10 years ago. So I remember when there's other people in the ABC, older people that work in adult radio, that have had to have the text line shielded from them, and just have certain text published that they can then do their show by looking at.
Yeah.
So they don't get to see the text line, and I couldn't handle the lack of control. I need to have everything right away. So I've sort of grown up through that, and so I've been eased into it. I imagine if you started radio today, and they said, okay, this is where everything you say goes. It goes to everyone in the world, and here is 14 different monitors where everyone can communicate with you directly via text, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You would, if you had never been, exposed to that before, you'd freak out. It's immediate. Like I couldn't ever do like a stand-up comedy thing. I'm not that good at comedy, but also because you get direct reaction from the audience.
Exactly. It's kind of because back in the heyday of 2Day, you know, we were, when I say heyday, I mean even a few months ago, we were, you know, close to 1 million listeners all the time. And you've sort of got to block out the fact you've got that many listeners. I mean, how can you imagine standing in front of an audience of 2 million and just saying your shit?
I'm crap at counting. I wouldn't know anyway. A couple hundred.
So thinking endless people, like you can't see the distance of the people.
Like
have you had that at effect, like playing on stage before? Have you played to crowds that big?
Big day outs back in the 90s when you would play, and the early 2000s, and you play and the whole of the thing was full, and it goes right out to the end, and it's good, and you just go, oh man, I just played the wrongest chord possible. Oh, that's a shame.
You sort of just got to bounce back from that, eh?
Yeah, or just forget about it because Parkway are on next and people care about them more than you anyway.